This is the $1 million Instagram to OnlyFans 5-step ecosystem blueprint that every single OnlyFans creator needs to be implementing. I don't care about black hat marketing. I don't care about shout outs, GGs. All of that stuff is bullshit. I've been in the industry now for 8 years. If that stuff actually worked, I would be doing it myself. So if you are looking for shortcuts and hacks and all of that kind of stuff, please note that it doesn't work and you will be back working a 9 to 5 in the next 6 to 9 months. Now, who am I to be telling you that kind of stuff? My name's Ellis, or the Duke on Instagram. I've been in the industry for 8 years, 5 as a creator, 3 as a creator growth coach, and my agency is making over 750K per month and growing every single week. And in this video, I'm going to talk you through the 5 key components that build up this system that help you funnel as much attention from social media down to your OF. Now, this isn't just about Instagram. You can be doing your TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, Reddit, whatever you want to do. But Instagram is the main top of funnel, so I'm going to be covering that. Now, this is a $1 million creator account. This is Camilla. She makes between 1.5 and 2.5 mil per month, and she's got it dialed, and I'm going to be breaking down some of her systems in a second. But this whole video is on getting attention online. Now, this client of mine is doing 12.5 million views or impressions on Instagram every single month, 93% non-followers, and this isn't a big creator. She's not going super viral, but her content is specifically targeted to who her ideal subscriber is, and this is why she's making 6 figures a month. So this all comes down, first of all, top of funnel to posts, reels, and carousel. So if we look at Camilla, she's got some very high quality lifestyle shots going on. She's lent more into fashion. She's knocking around with people like Cardi B. She's doing all these mad photo shoots. But if you were to scroll down her Instagram and look at the journey that she's gone from like the low quality content where she wasn't the best content creator to building herself up, being able to speak on camera, being able to carry herself, building that brand, and getting unlimited amounts of attention, and then funneling people through with her landing page link, with her story CTAs and all that kind of stuff. And she's consistently getting, I mean, there's only a couple of 100,000 on these. She did say in a podcast that she recently did that she's getting way less attention now. She's focused on the high quality stuff because people like to see, you know, the lower value, what they're used to seeing. And there is a transitional period when you're changing content verticals where your audience don't like it for a little while, but you're reaching a bigger audience, and over time, it funnels people back through it. So Camilla's got it dialed. She's a $1 million brand. Now, bringing all this back to the top of the funnel. So the reason why I said Instagram isn't the main hub that you should only focus on, it is good to redirect people from there. So you can use like a TikTok live guide that we've got. If you want access to that, I can send you it. It's very simple. But you going live on TikTok, you creating TikToks, you doing Reddit and Snapchat and diverting people back to Instagram, where is the most personalized platform that most people will use. You then get that effect of this being the main top of funnel. Now, if you look at Camilla's landing page link, she's got this, her exclusive content, as the main click. Yeah, she's got a couple of things down here that she wants to be shouting out on Instagram and redirecting just in case, but I always recommend having this either as the biggest thing on the landing page or the only thing on the landing page. So that is the funnel. Get your funnel sorted out. CTA, so you're making all this viral content, you're getting all of this attention, you're bringing people in from different platforms to Instagram. If you are not putting daily CTAs on your Instagram stories, more of me responding, find it here. Different texts, but the same process, nice pictures, link to your landing page consistently whilst bringing that attention in, you're doing yourself a disservice. Now, there's a story blueprint here, which I'm not going to cover the full process of because it'll take up most of this video, but I will show you kind of what the layout is. So it talks about the different styles of CTAs, what the content should look like, a lead up CTA, so it's not just a one step, it can be 2, it can be 3, what to caption, changing the text so it doesn't look like wallpaper in every single video. And it breaks it down, but I'm not going to break it down in this video. If you want access to that, just DM me story blueprint on Instagram and I'll send you so you can just go straight onto it. And then from there, you want to start collaborating with creators. Too many creators right now. I don't know if they're being selfish. I don't know if they've got a bit of imposter syndrome going on, but they don't want to work with other creators. They want their page to be them. They're a little bit shy. They're scared of reaching out. They're scared of other creators saying, no, I'm good, thank you. They're scared of that rejection. Break out of that habit. Look at the Bop House's Instagram. And I know these are all big creators, but they were at some point probably just a little shy creator like yourself who was a little bit, I don't know, introverted and didn't really like speaking to people. And now look at these people. They've got their own page that's got over 500,000 followers and they're getting hundreds of thousands on all the content. A few of them, they just rent a nice villa. They come up with content ideas. They're all probably under the same management. But what I'm trying to get across here is that collaborating and extracting each other's audience isn't throwing your subscribers down the drain. It's not like, no, that subscriber's mine. I don't want them to subscribe to this person. It's like, I'll take some of yours, you take some of mine, you take some of their money, I'll take some of your fans' money, and it works in hand. So the main part about this part with the collaboration side of stuff is reach out to some local creators in your area that have got a similar following to you, a similar look, a similar niche, a similar audience, and just fucking send 5 to 10 DMs to creators that you'd like to work with and just say, hey, do you fancy booking an Airbnb and getting loads of content together? Think it'd be awesome to share each other's audience. Let me know. If you're not collaborating, you're missing out. The next thing is consistency and improvement. So like Camilla, I've just shown you Instagram. If I was to scroll down to 2022, 2023, and look at her content, the amount that she's improved and how consistent she's been since starting OF up until now is probably the main thing that's made her the most money. She's chose her content pillars. If you look at these little ideas here, there's public interviews, skits, podcasts, yoga, gym. She's probably tried all of them. She's probably tested all of them with her audience. No, she's not stuck to the same ones. She's took the value out of the bits that have performed well, and then she's implemented it into the next one. And over time, she's now got to this place now where she just does fashion. And she makes $2 million a month by just doing fashion. And if that slowly slows down, I can probably already predict what Camilla's future is going to look like. I've seen her speaking on that podcast saying that she's got a little bit of guilt and that she doesn't think she's going to be doing it forever. She's probably just going to keep milking it, and to the point where it kind of dies off. She'll probably get on some TV show. She'll probably do some acting lessons. She might end up in a movie. But she's set herself up and she's set her family up and her future up by making all this cash because she's got the attention. But most importantly, she's built up the skills. The person that Camilla is right now, as opposed to the person she is when she went on Beast Games, on Mr. Beast Games on YouTube 2-3 years ago, the person that she is right now is fucking up here. Now, if you are down here doing 5 to 10K per month, but you as a person aren't willing to jump yourself up as a person, the money and the brand and the content isn't going to match it. If you're a 5 to 10K creator trying to recreate viral trends of creators that have actually got the skills necessary for that to go viral, it isn't going to happen. So when you're recreating trends and going, I've just recreated that. I've used the same music, wore the same outfit, done the same dance, pulled the same faces, but I've only got 2,000 views and she's got 20 million. Why isn't it working? The answer is simple. If you compare the content, look at her content compared to yours, she's fucking owned that piece of content. Her personality is there. Her audience know that she creates that content. They love it. Your audience probably aren't used to seeing you do these bop house dances. They're probably not used to seeing you put this awkward act on that to you might look okay. You've improved a little bit, but then you'll get knocked back. It won't perform. You won't get the results you want from that one video. So you'll stop doing it and you'll jump on the next trend, then the next trend. Your skills are not going up, your views are not going up, and your revenue is going down. So choose the content verticals that you want to do that are suited to your strengths and what you enjoy doing. Dial it the fuck in. Be consistent and improve as a content creator. Yeah, in between that, there's things that you can do like a productivity hack, which I won't show you in this video because I want to keep it short and sweet. This is a bit of a wake-up call for you. If you want access to that, DM me the word productivity hack. I'll send it over. And then there's also going live on OF. Now, I'm leaning more into the back end. So I did say it was a 5-step system from Instagram to Blueprint. I've talked about attention. Yes, it's a surface level video. I don't want to go too deep. I will pop up videos at the end of the screen that go deep on individual things like going viral, building brands, getting more fans, getting 13,000 fans in 30 days. All of those videos I've already created, so I'm not going too deep on this. This is just a wake-up call to say you are the reason, and there's 5 steps that you should be taking, and if you're not, or if you're missing one of those steps, it's not going to work. You are the reason that your revenue isn't matching what you think it should. So yes, I've gone to Productivity Hack, which is all about helping you create this type of content consistently through the week whilst also fitting your life content in there, because I know it. As an ex-creator myself, it gets busy. There's a lot to juggle. There's a lot of plates to spin. So using that productivity hack will help you create more content in a short amount of time. And then there's an OnlyFans live guide. If you're not going live on OF at least once a week, when all this fresh traffic is coming through, if you're not showing them that it's you managing your page, that you've got personality, giving them a little bit of a tease on there, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're not going to make as much money. You're not going to keep as many fans. They're going to churn quite quickly. And then just making the OF content. So this is just a screenshot of one of my models' weekly tasks. She's got free PPVs, free scripted sequences, and then she's got some main feed posts that she needs to create. So if you are putting all of those into a simple system, you are going to get some good results. Now, realistic expectations, because I know there's agency owners out there that are saying, yeah, we can make you $1 million in your first 30 days. Please sign with us. They'll sign you into a long contract. You'll get shit results. You want to leave, but you can't. And it's very, very confusing and restricting, and it just lowers your mood, lowers your work rate, and it makes you not want to do the job that you're actually there to do, which is make money. So realistic expectations wise, to be 100% transparent, this was a creator that I started working with back in February or back end of February. She was doing 2.5K per month net. Now she's making 108,000 per month net, but this is September. So this has took 9 months to actually get to this stage. This is actually back end of October. So it's taken like 9 and a bit months for her to go from this to this. So realistic expectations wise, it takes time to build a brand. It takes time to get attention, create viral content, find your niche, find your verticals. It fucking takes time. You know, it took me 5 years as a creator to earn what I did $1 million on the platform. I was one of the only creators in the male section to actually make $1 million on OF. And it took me so much time to actually get there and understand myself and what my strengths were and how I got attention. But then on the backside, yes, there's creators that can jump straight in, find the verticals of content pretty quick and start funneling 13,000 subs through and jump straight up to 430K per month from 50K per month. It can happen in a short amount of time. It is possible, but don't expect it to happen overnight, because that will pull you back from being consistent and hold you back. And here's some more results, some of my creators. They're all in the green. There's some big numbers, there's some lower numbers, there's some creators that have just started out that are up, you know, started here and they're up 6,000%, but now they're making $3,000 a month, but from literally zero. So there is a lot of variability down there. It all comes back down to you as a creator, how hardworking you are, how much you actually want it. It's funny because I've worked with hundreds of creators and I've seen every single type. I don't know who you are that's watching this. You could be the best, you could be the worst, you could be the hardest working, you could be the shittest worker. It doesn't really matter. But what I'm trying to get across is if you can lock in CTAs, getting attention, creating good posts, carousels, reels, finding your content verticals, and then funneling and nurturing these people in once they get to your OF, you are gonna make more money. And it's the same process and blueprint. It's fucking simple. This is surface level shit, guys. It's the same blueprint that people like Camilla, Jellybean, Sophie Rains all follow and all adapt to. Now, if you want me to help you with this, because it does seem like a lot, and I've thrown a little bit of information at you in this video, take with it as you will. It's not the most in-depth video ever. It doesn't give you as much value as some of my other videos, which again, I'm going to pop up. But if you want help with this, because I know how hard it is as a solo creator. I also worked with 2 agencies when I was a creator. One of them didn't work. One of them worked very well. I also know how it is to work with a bad agency who kind of just want you to just be putting a bit of extra revenue into the business. They don't want to build your brands. They don't want to scale you up. I specifically focus on building brands. That is my specialty. I am the marketer of my business. I have a business partner, Lewis, who focuses on all the systemization, the CEO role, the managing the managers who manage the staff. Lewis deals with all that operational stuff. I build brands for creators. So if you want me to help you with that, send me the word creator on Instagram at the Duke. I'd love to jump on a free 1-hour call, look into you and your business, see what type of creator you are, look at what you've done over the last however many years you've been a content creator. I'll also tell you about what I do in more detail. We'll see if we'd be a good collaboration, see if what I offer would work well as you want it to for your business. And I'll also be able to see if I think you would be a good fit to work with my business. So if you want to help with that, if you want a hand, DM me the word creator and I'll see what I can do. Now, in return for these videos that I'm creating three a week of, all I ask for is a subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, maybe turn your notifications on. Like I said, I'm doing 3 videos a week. I'm trying to give as much value to creators. I cannot manage every single OF creator on the platform. There's 4 million of them, but I can try and help as many as I possibly can. As an ex-creator myself, and not a lot of agency owners have that creator experience, I would much rather help people when I can, even if I can't physically help every single creator. So in return, subscribe, turn your notifications on, maybe comment, let me know what video you want to see next. I'm kind of running out of ideas and trying to help everyone, but it's hard to know what people are struggling with. So make sure you comment what you need. DM me if you want access to any of these documents. I'll give you them all for completely free. And if you want a hand with your business, DM me the word creator and I'll see you on the other side, or I'll see you in the next video.